Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The thing not started, but you don't know. Each and every Sunday we still come here and do a thing, right? So Pastor Peter Chambers have a word for Christopher Tufton, Andrew Wellness, and pretty much the whole Dr. Dar situation. Hold on. Sorry, the whole Dr. Dar situation with the jail. So, make we hear what Pastor Peter Chambers have to say another one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see it.
Good morning, one and all.
Like and
This
share,
is
like
your
and share.
apostle, Elijah Peter Chambers, once more with a pounding word. Hallelujah. A harsh one and also an intriguing one. And my topic today is my story put behind bars for speaking, thus said the Lord. And our theme, born to win. When you look at me, hallelujah, you're seeing a winner, designated, destined to win, regardless of all of our assumptions, of all our disagreements, or of all our uncertainties. I'm born to win. But we've got some sticky matters. There's another disgrace, another scandal following this present government. You notice for 9 years, they keep saying propaganda and it's false narratives, but yet constantly you're hearing the disgrace, the reproach, the corruption, the nepotism, the stealing, and every time that somebody comes in the different departments, governmental sector and departments, they take they steal taxpayers' money. However, we want to talk about Dr. Alfred Dawes, who exposed the present government with the handling of taxpayers' money, with the neurosurgical drill. That is the new phenomena. His investigation exposed the operating the medical drill was purchased for $31 million. That shows corruption. That is shown that the procurement document is approved, that the fraud is in play. So it is 31,500,000. The handling, the hungry belly labor rights, and the representatives are barking and threatening to sue Dr. Alfred Dawes.
Embarrassing.
The man is functioning from the perspective of being Minister of Health from the opposing party. So what do you expect? Do you want him to see your corruption and your theft and play a blind eye to it? That's what you want? Dr. Alfred Dawes is the Minister of Health for the opposing party. He did his research and all hell has let loose. If the $31 million drill could be sold for less than 300, less for 300,000 Jamaican dollars, why was the drill bought for $31 million when you could have purchased several ventilation? This is the question Dr. Alfred Dawes is asking. Every time this present government brings the opposing party to the court, they lose. Which means they change the laws without knowledge. The white-collar thieves continue to rob taxpayers' money, while the hungry belly laborites keep a blind eyes to the corruption, the theft.
Embarrassing.
The leader of Jamaica has not declared it. The leader of Jamaica has not declared its statutory declaration until today. And you all don't want us to question. You don't want us to investigate. The question that we must ask, can the leader of Jamaica be trusted after so many corruption, theft, tyranny has followed his government? The followers keep saying he's the best prime minister, yet the economy that he brags that is the best, while every week food items are raised and cost of living is higher than any other time in Jamaica. All over, Jamaicans are feeling the pain from the so-called achievement. Why food is so expensive in this land, and each week it's getting worse. I have the opportunity to go into the supermarket. I dare you to go into the supermarket. If you bought something for $300, in the following week, you have to come with more than $300. And I'm not telling a lie. You said poverty is down. How many percentage? So why is it so hard for the Jamaican people to survive financially in this country while your representatives live easy lives?
Something all right, my wisdom warriors.
You are not all over Jamaica, the representatives in all over Jamaica, the representatives in the present government, all of them have huge companies getting rich off taxpayers' money. They are getting rich. So why do you want to sue Dr. Alfred Dawes when the man have the evidence? He has the documents to prove you can't go around, you can't go under, you can't go above. I told you over and over, every time that a corruption, a theft, something comes out, you evil ones try everything to cover it and to throw it under the carpet. But how long are you going to put the dead meat under the carpet? I'm asking you a question, Mr. Leader of Jamaica.
Embarrassing.
If you keep putting dead meat, a dead dog under the carpet, what will happen in few days? Ask yourself a question. Because you all don't want to let go of power. Give Jamaica to somebody who is honest, who is fair. Give Jamaica to a leader who is willing to open the statutory declaration.
Time come. Some are got charged for corruption. Oh yes.
Why, Bolo? Some of the charge for corruption.
Time come. Some are got charged for corruption. Oh yes.
That is somebody who is honest, who is fair. Give Jamaica to a leader who is willing to open the statutory declaration to expose how they make money, how money comes in, and the companies, the many companies that you have acquired. What you all are doing with so much companies all over Jamaica, you all are investing and making billions, millions of dollars, while the very people who are following behind you, fighting the citizens, sending them death threats because you don't want the people to know the truth. Didn't the Bible say you shall hear the truth and the truth shall set you free? The Bible said I will send a strong delusion for you to believe a lie. And we can see that there's a strong delusion on many of you. Hungry belly.
Embarrassing.
Christian political followers. Scales are over your eyes. You're blind, deaf and dumb. For 9 years, we're hearing all manner of scandals. Whole time people always say no. When you hear something in the corners of the street, And people are still alive and so it go. Something is in the making.
Emotional damage.
Something is in the making. But all I can say to this present government, you will continue to cover your mess, your tyranny, your corruption, your theft, political white-collar theft, until it gets stinks. Anytime it gets stinks, dog eat your supper. So everybody is sending threat now to Dr. Alfred Dawes. I'm gonna leave the man alone, let the man do the investigation. So why you don't want nobody to investigate you? So why did you went into leadership? Leaders are to be transparent. Leaders are to be open. People can scrutinize or criticize your leadership.
Message.
If you're in leadership and nobody can investigate you introspectively, or to search whether for positive or negative error, this is your character will speak for your credibility. And the question the Jamaicans should ask the leader of Jamaica, are you credible? Are you credible? Are you credible enough for anybody to investigate you? Because you're going to put a guard on everyone. You're going to mesmerize the laws just to suit you and to protect you. I overheard also that you're trying to strike out the law that put politicians behind bars and lock them for theft, for taxpayers' money. You're trying everything to rule that out. We ought to question your credibility and your character. Good morning.
Why? Pastor did do that a while ago. I don't think I need to elaborate, you know. Yeah, man, I mean, I just logic and sense that people. The man, incredibility and a serious question. You know what I mean? Based off of everything that has transpired. I mean, come on. You know, every corner of the way, every single thing that has come up, all they have done is done PR and try to play down things, and they just have not been transparent with us, the people of Jamaica. And at the end of the day, you, the people of Jamaica, I mean, the ball is in your court, you know. What kind of government you want? What kind of leader you want? You get me? You have to ask yourself these questions. You know what I mean? And hold on, there's something else that he said. Hold on, man, go back here, sir.
The question Dr. Alfred Dawes is asking, every time this present government brings the opposing party to the court, they lose. Which means they change the laws without knowledge. The white-collar thieves continue.
They change the laws without knowledge. Are we to believe that these lawmakers don't have knowledge of the law? That is some scary shit. I'm sorry.
What did you say,
That's
bro?
scary.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
So and I'm just touching quickly on those things. I mean, there's a lot. I could speak on every area if I needed to, agriculture and many other things. But essentially, we have a very difficult task ahead of us. Yeah. But if Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be. You know, because we have a corrupt government.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
To rob taxpayers' money while the hungry belly labor cut. Which means they change the laws without knowledge. The white-collar thieves continue to rob taxpayers' money while the hungry belly laborers keep a blind eyes to the corruption, the theft. The leader of Jamaica has not declared its statutory declaration until today. And you all don't want us to question, you don't want us to investigate. The question that we must ask, can the leader of Jamaica be trusted after so many corruption, theft, tyranny has followed his government? The followers keep saying he's the best prime minister, yet the economy that he brags that is the best, while every week food items are raised and cost of living is higher than any other time in Jamaica. All over Jamaicans are feeling the pain from the so-called achievement. Why food is so expensive in this land. And each week it's getting worse. I have the opportunity to go into the supermarket. I dare you to go into the supermarket. If you bought something for $300, in the following week, you have to come with more than $300. And I'm not telling a lie. You said poverty is down.
Wrong here, so. But
how many percentage? So why is it so hard for the Jamaican people to survive financially in this country while your representatives live easy lives? You are not all over Jamaica. The representatives in all over Jamaica, the representatives in the present government, all of them have huge companies getting rich off taxpayers' money. They are getting rich. So why do you want to sue Dr. Alfred Dawes when the man have the evidence? He has the documents to prove you can't go around, you can't go under, you can't go above. I told you over and over. Every time that a corruption, a theft, something comes out, you evil ones try everything to cover it and to throw it under the carpet. But how long are you going to put the dead meat under the carpet? I'm asking you a question, Mr. Leader of Jamaica. If you keep putting dead meat, a dead dog under the carpet, what?
Norbrook, I'm glad that you said that, but I'm going to address it after this here. Hold on, give me a second. Now, big up my sister. Big up my sister. Big up my sister. ABR News TV. Zane. That video where she dropped. I just play that part there. Because the pastor just talk about the cost of living and everything. We don't listen to these people because I tell you say, John.
Makes sense any at all. And wanna make me know if these are feasible ways to measure poverty.
In my recent video, I mentioned that the PSOJ and the government is misleading people. That poverty have declined by 50%. That poverty have cut by 50% in Jamaica at current date. That's total lie. That means that if 50 somebody they poor, a 25 poor now. Or if 100 they poor, a 50 poor now. But let me state now why they are using data to skew and trick the minds of people. Based on the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, PSOJ and JSIF, these are things that they use to measure poverty in Jamaica. I'm going to go through them. To measure poverty in Jamaica, they said that if you are living off below $1,099, below $1,099, you are poor. That is what $7,672 per week, which works out to over a 4-week period, $30,688. So if you are living below those amount of money, you're poor. But if it is that you are living off above $1,099, you are not classified as poor. $1,099 per day, you are not classified as poor, which is above $7,672 per week. So if it is that you're living off above $7,672 per week, or above $30,688, you are not poor. And this is at current date. Up to 2027, this is what they're going to be using to measure poverty in Jamaica. You and I know that $1,099 per day are no money. If you have pitney for send go school and all of that, Tell me what that can do. So if you're a parent living off above $1,099, call it $1,100, you are not poor in your household. You see, so them are use figures to trick people. Now let me give you some further information to how they measure poverty in Jamaica. They look at poverty in Jamaica as the percentage of people in the country with pipe water, the percentage of people in Jamaica with flush toilet, the percentage of people in Jamaica who is employed, and the percentage of people in Jamaica with primary school education only. So if you have pipe water, if you have flush toilet, if you're employed, and if you have primary school education, you're not poor. You and me know, we're in the street, we talk to people, we know everything. This no make no sense. So you tell me, sir, if you have flush toilet, you're not poor. And if you're employed and if you make $10,000 plus you have flush toilet, plus you have pipe water, plus you have primary education, you're not poor. And that them I tell Jamaican people, say no. This is flawed. And at current date, the PSOJ, the government, JSIF and Statin needs to review what they use to measure poverty in Jamaica. Scrap this current measurement of poverty in Jamaica, because it don't make no sense. When you send out these things in the newspaper, it indicates to the world that Jamaican people good. It indicates to Donald Trump, World Bank, all of those people that poverty in Jamaica is diminishing. How much for your bread? How much for your pound of chicken? $380 for your pound of chicken. $585 for your bread. How much for chicken back? How much for your beer? How much for sardine? How much for tin mackerel? But they're not telling people that. But when they send these information out into the world, or even when people read the Gleaner headline or the Observer headline, they say, wow, the government is doing good. Government not do good. No, the government is not doing good. People are suffer. $1,100 can't go now, we can't do nothing. My people,
Embarrassing.
do not be tricked. And I want to say to the PNP government, when you take power, you don't need to scrap them thing here as it relates to how poverty is measured. Let us use real data, realism of America with primary school education only. So if you have pipe water, if you have flush toilet, if you're employed, and if you have primary school education, you're not poor. You and me know, we're in the street, we talk to people, we know everything. This don't make no sense. So you tell me, sir, if you have flush toilet, you're not poor. And if you're employed and if you make $10,000 plus you have flush toilet, plus you have pipe water, plus you have primary education, you're not poor. And that them I tell Jamaican people, say no. This is flawed. And at current date, the PSOJ, the government, JSIF and Statin needs to review what they use to measure poverty in Jamaica. Scrap this current measurement of poverty in Jamaica, because it don't make no sense. When you send out these things in the newspaper, it indicates to the world that Jamaican people good. It indicates to Donald Trump, World Bank, all of those people that poverty in Jamaica is diminishing. How much for your bread? How much for your pound of chicken? $380 for your pound of chicken. $500.
Yo, to all the brother you talk be a sense, me have to play it over back again. People, wanna go watch that video up on Anissa Bellero's page. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Full. Let's go watch that video there. The way the man break it down, me I say, Jano, come out the man and really take a feed that. say poverty down 8.2 in a 2023. I know say what my boy the name? My boy there send me something, you know. Class prefect. Class prefect send me one picture. Me go show you. Saying, I don't remember when I just have share screen. I don't remember when I don't look on this. Just look on this. No, wrong something. Look on this. Right, that's what I do. Look on that, people. Just make that soak in. Look on 2023 and look on the amount where they say poverty prevalence. Look on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the thing them say 8.2 2023. So, where that say 2023? The 12.7. Want to see that, right? 12.7 people. Yeah. Talk to me nice. How I really going on so? What tell lie? What tell lie? Something alright, my people. Something alright. Don't make me only think about that in a conversation. Big up Pastor Peter Chambers, you see me? Now, in terms of the stream, it appears as if them now do it again. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. You understand? It look like say, I don't know. Maybe there's something going on. I don't know. So, I don't know what going on. You see me? I don't know what going on. I don't know what going on. So, let me know. I want to think about that. It look like it now I'm gonna do again because if BOJ take it down and the next one take it down, well, that is it. So, I just gonna end the live and left it right there. So, you understand? Because I expect fee I do this and now that's not what's happening. You get me? So, we never really plan for talk. We plan for really make a thing stream and then we can just do it already. Maybe them have internet issues. Maybe you can show that. There's a Lasanic Read. Oh yeah, Lasanic Read that one next conference. No, alright, may I show that one there. Let's stream that one there. Let's stream that one there. Good idea, man. Let's stream that one there. Yeah, people, just give me a second. Let me find the stream here. Thank you for that suggestion, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, respect. Yeah. Alright, see that? I'm going to change the thumbnail still. That at least. Yeah, man, change the thumbnail. Boss, you hear me, boss? Dan favor Dan. Big up God.
Is it coming from? I am extremely proud when I look in this audience and I see the number of young people in this audience. That means there's hope, there's hope, there's hope, there's hope.
All Jamaican people, wake up. If you know you're tired and you're fed up on the system we're gone, yeah? Then now be nothing for black people.
Thank you, DJ. Because I come here serious, you know, I did all plan to turn around the hat. But let me tell you something. Let me take off and make them see me face good. Because we're serious about full love in Manchester. We're serious about full love in Manchester. I don't know, one man named Robert Chin. He was lucky to become MP in 2020. Now that he win one little runoff, if the Labour right them run you, that means you never perform. Now him run out of the constituency. Nothing no go on before him did it. And now nothing no go on. Because for me to get here, I had to navigate several potholes. I cried for the young lady one night, 10 o'clock, she bust 2 tires. It was lucky she saw me, and I had a recommend number. So 12 o'clock she reached home because of the potholes that we have in South Manchester, in Central Manchester, in Northeast Manchester, in Northwest Manchester. The people want a change now. Are you ready for a change? Are you ready for a change? Are you ready for a change? Party man. Easy DJ, coming down. Comrades, I want each and every one of you inside here, take this election serious. They are going to try a lot of cheese tricks. They are going to try things, but I want you to stand firm. And after you make your mark, for Valwint, you know that it's not going to stop there, you know. You're going to go for the comrade who them a drag them foot. And I talk about them no know and they not ready yet. And me have to wash the clothes first. And me have to go tie out the goat. Tell them, say, you need to go make the X and then go do what you do after. Because we're not going to allow them to take back Northeast. We are going to take back Northeast because Northeast will be PMP territory. One PMP party man. PMP we are boom. PMP party are boom. In closing, I say to my comrades who are prayer warriors, don't stop praying because they are going to come with a lot of things. May I beg you now, this election is not just a normal election. We're talking about principalities and powers. We're talking about good over evil because we are good and the evil must go down. Andrew must go down. But I tell you, comrades, I tell you, when I left my yard in Alligator Pond, a little youth I grew up on the sand down there, so I used to handline and catch cobbler. The only party would have given me the chance to be where I am now is the People's National Party. The People's National Party believe in you. They believe in all of us. And we are going to stand firm, make sure that Mark Golding becomes the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. The word is there.
it because he spoke for Comrade Carl. At this time, I'm going to make welcome Comrade David Knight, who came in. He's not going to greet you now, but Comrade Knight, happy to have you coming out of the Wallaston Division. Put your hands together for Comrade Knight. Senior Councillor, none other than Comrade Jones Oliphant, coming out of the Great Mandible Division, Comrade Oliphant.
This evening I come and I want to say to you congratulations, because you created history. One generation, Doreen Evans, she tried it and she missed it, but she produced a son who said, "Mommy, you never make it, but me going to make it for you." Congrats on it. Comrades, we are meeting at a serious time. This area is noted to be an agricultural area. And I know that many a times Irish potato come and the PMP them not get none. Irish potato distribute and you not get none. Fertilizer come, how much you get? You don't get no fertilizer. Plenty of it come. Fertilizer, Irish, other farming implements and things distribute throughout this northeast. And because you're PMP, you get none. But hear me now, we have to make sure that we chase those crazy bald heads. Yes, comrades, and you have started, because for the local government election you made sure that O'Neill was there as your councillor, and the first time in how much years you now have a PMP councillor. And let me tell you something, take care of him, take care of him. Comrades, we have one last task to do. And the task that we have to do is to make sure that when election call, Valentine win in the winning column. That time, you will know that you would have chased all the bald heads out of town. So comrades, I want you to go out there and determine within yourself that you're going to look for the PMP votes. You're going to take out the PMP votes and do it early. And those who need wheelchair and those who need special cars, that we all get them out. Comrades, You have started the revolution. And the revolution that you started with O'Neill. And you're going to continue it with Valentine Wynne. So I say, comrades, power to the people, power to you, power to Valentine Wynne, power to Mark Golden, and we're going to march on up Garden House.
That's a blackout the music people. Where? I have music in my blackout.
Coming out of the spiritual division.
Anything from Mr. Selector? Good night, comrades. Try to mix up the original. Man, son! That's the most want to put all of this in the air. Comrades, want to big up the two councillors and the one caretaker for Northeast Manchester. All comrades, listen now, you see? Comrade Valentine Wynne is a good friend of mine. You have 3 seats in Manchester, Northeast Manchester, right? And out there 3 seats to win 2. For the Christian Division, is the first we have win that for over 30 years. So we had created history last year, February. I want to give Comrade O'Neill Evans and Comrade Knight, David Knight, and also Comrade Goscott a round of applause. Comrade, listen to me now. We had created history last year, February, and I never celebrated as yet. I mean, I celebrate till election call and Valentine Wynne become the next member of parliament for this area. All of us go walk together and celebrate. And I'm telling you, and I'm guaranteeing you, that I fall over Manchester. Because this government is a uncaring and wicked government. And we cannot allow them to continue. Because if we ever go through our next term, our next 5 years with them, they'll give me supper. Them talk about loading, comrades. Third term loading. But the only thing I want you to know, loading, is for Valentine Wynne to become the next member of parliament and for Mark Jefferson Golding to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Comrades, want to put in the fist of the year, all who say Jamaica Labour Party to come down now.
Ryan, now tell you, I shalom. You are the best councillor for the spiritual division. I shalom. I don't want to tell this personally. It's a message Ryan Tater said. There's some thief in labor right world. No, come down now, man. No belly pull till the burst. No, come down, man. Come down. Hey, Ryan Pate, the best councillor for the spiritual division. Ryan Pate. Till the labor right world them to come down. Ryan Pate. What was that? I have to ban like that. I was the labor right world. All you want to do, you better come down. Come down. Labor right world. With the living, come down. A Ryan Pate time. A PMP time. Come down. Labor right, come down. I know they come down now. Some politicians they come down now. Andrew, they come down now. Ryan Pate, tell them they come down now. Tear down no like wow. I full time the Labour Party them they go. Labour right, you know come down now. Come down now. Yes, if they come down now, sure. Come down now what? Let me sufferation. Ryan Peter Bun all Labour right yam. Cause the one of them are drop on a square full land bro. You want me? Where you come from?
All right, listen now. See? I want everybody in here. Finish. We're not going to take this thing lightly. We cannot take it lightly because I tell you, them I come with everything you can think of. Them I come with all your goodies and try for bribe, you know. But comrades, don't make the same mistake we're making a 2020 election. We cannot afford that to happen. So I'm begging you, I'm pleading to you, any amount of vote where my comrade colleagues them get the last election, last year, I want to double or triple the amount. I want to get out all of the neighbors, on a friend, on the enemies, ex-woman, ex-man or whatever. And please beg them, say, listen man, we are doing it for the country. We are doing it for the country. And we know some PMP people are licky. So don't make them bribe, you know. All right, comrades? One love, one love, one love.
Listen, thank you, comrade Pete. Thank you very much.
I am Pete the best.
All right. I'm telling you about Manchester Municipal, you know. All right. While the comrade councillor was speaking, our own comrade Pauline, the Red Bull out of Northeast Manchester came in. Welcome, comrade Lynn. Big up, comrade Paul.
My father Banya, my father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya,
Yes. Thank you, comrade Lynn. They know the boss of the municipal in Manchester, the mayor, his worship, comrade Donovan Mitchell. Put your hands together.
my father Banya, my father Banya,
All right, and also coming to join us, former councillor of the Spur-Tree Division, none other than Comrade Facey. Put your hands together, former deputy mayor of Mandeville, Comrade Facey. Happy to have you, my comrade. Waiting, comrade Gardner, let me welcome you coming out of this falling division. Put your hands together for comrade Gardner and comrade Steve. Comrade Steve coming out of the richest division. Comrade Steve, come up here beside me. I'm giving you a minute to greet the 42 of them. So we're cutting it now, comrade Steve, because we're pressed for time.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade Doreen, our host councillor, Comrade Evans, councillors, mayors, all of you at the head table, foot soldiers, warriors of the People's National Party, a warm evening to you all from the richest division, Northwest Clarendon. Comrades, when I was walking over to this platform and I was looking around, I said to myself, not East Manchester going to take the election for the People's National Party. Comrades, let me just make it quick. Election don't win in the air. Election win on the ground. Comrades, all of us have a duty. And we are going to buckle up our shoes. All of us going on the ground. On the ground, because on the ground win any election. As my colleague would call me in the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, the ground lizard. I campaign 14 parishes of Jamaica. All of these councillors up here can tell you,
Either you receive a WhatsApp or a telephone call from me and people name with number who to contact. We're not going to leave no PNP vote behind. PNP vote win election, PNP vote lose election. So let me just tell you this. By the grace of God, Jamaica in general, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica will be Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Your MP for North East Manchester, by the grace of God, will be Comrade Valentine Wint. So comrades, starting tonight, let us secure some more PNP vote on what you have already. Because if them fly low or them fly high, PNP must form the government. And Valentine Wint must be in that number. Thank you very much.
So, my comrade, is a musician, I know you want to let it go, you know. But guess what? Y'all give me a little time. Please, I want to get more of the speakers on the platform. All right? Let me welcome all those who are coming in from all the different constituencies in Manchester, Clarendon, Trelawney, and St. Elizabeth. Put your hands together, comrades. Put your hands together for all the corporate warriors, the workers, the foot soldiers of the People's National Party. We welcome you to North East Manchester. Comrade Skegman Black, welcome, welcome, welcome. He joined us in the private session and he's back here with us in the public session. We are happy to have you, Comrade Black. All right? Comrade Richard is here. Comrade Azan. Welcome and welcome the team coming out of Northwest Clarendon. Member of Parliament, soon to be again. Blessings. Welcome and welcome the team coming out of Northwest Clarendon. Member of Parliament, soon to be again. Blessings. All right. We have just one councillor that are going to bring short greeting. Is he here coming out of the all the word night, our own councillor of the Wallaston Division. A man in whom I'm well pleased. He's here to greet you. Let me tell you, say, if you follow him, you know you will hear from now till tomorrow. So me going to take you down, you know. So you all right. That's it. Put your hands together for night.
Comrades, we are here from the Wollaston Division to allow Christiana to know that we are behind them 100%. Because, comrades, after 32 years, we had a man that was running around Christiana, and he's no longer here. Comrades, a passing down the road, come out of the Pahiro, and look down which part them have some stove and some washing machine. And when we inquire, him looking at oven because him want to go back in a baking. Comrade, what Comrade O'Neill has done in Christiana for 1 year, this councillor has not do it for 32 years. We have seen a difference since this young man take over. And we say, hail the man. Hail the man. Comrades, when we go down to the parish council, I have a seat beside Comrade O'Neill. So we discuss matters concerning Christiana and Wollaston. I want to big up my mayor, Mayor Donovan Mitchell. Big up yourself. Under the leadership of Mayor Mitchell, we have seen so many things happening in Manchester. So you must choose Jamaica. Comrade, don't ignore the slogan. Listen to it, because we are going to choose Jamaica and vote out the labor right. We are going to choose Jamaica for a better garbage collection. We are going to choose Jamaica for a better health system. We are going to choose Jamaica because we want to get rid of corruption. We are going to choose Jamaica for a better education system. So, comrades, we are going to choose Jamaica. Because we are going to vote out Andrew Holness and his entourage. Comrades, we hear them say at Wollaston we have done 6 roads in 1 year. And I know Comrade O'Neill has done the same amount of road in 1 year. Comrades, we have extended a feeding program that we have at the municipal corporation where we feed the homeless, and we have extended the feeding program to Christiana. Because, comrades, every Saturday I am in Christiana feeding the homeless. Under the leadership of our mayor, Comrade Donovan Mitchell, we have signed a MOU with KFC, because KFC is coming on board to help us to feed the homeless. We have gone into the different fast food entity, and we have asked them to come on board to help us to feed the homeless. And Popeyes has come on board, and Popeyes will be helping us to feed the homeless in Manchester. And so, comrades, we are going to extend the program to Alligator Pond. We are going to extend the program over into Porus. We are going to extend the program from every cribbix and corner of Manchester, because we want betterment for our homeless people. So, comrades, we have one aim, and our aim is to allow Valentin Wint to become the next member of parliament for Northeast Manchester. And the final aim that we have is to allow Mark Jefferson Golin to become the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. So comrades, we have started it. We have started it in the local government election. So shall it be in the beginning, and so shall it be in the end, because PNP must win the next general election. And just like how we decided that we don't want no more Toteman, we don't want no more Lizzie, and we want Valentine Wint. So comrades, are you ready for Comrade Valentine Winter? Are you ready for Comrade
Valentine Winter? Tell them say the next people not
Jefferson Golden. So comrades, on election day, we want to go from every cribix and every corner, because we must get out the labor right. And PNP must be the next.
At Walden University, what they taught us is how to bring excellence in every aspect of our lives. And that our lives did not just belong to us, but it belonged to the community, it belonged to the society.
My grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya, Ayana Ibanya, Ayana Ibanya, my Nida Banya, my Nida Banya, that's why I'm not there, no I'm not there, he gave I a message.
Comrades, welcome Councillor Mario Mitchell. Comrades of Northeast Manchester, good evening. Comrades on the platform, good evening to you all. And a special good evening to the councillors and councillor candidates here. We do a big part of the work last year, so to make it a little easier for us this year, you gave hope to the workers and the warriors of this party. So I want to say thank you to all of you for the hard work that you put in last year. And I know that the work continues to ensure that we win, not just in Northeast Manchester, 4 out of 4 in Manchester and right across the island. To the workers, the warriors and the stalwarts of this party, I say good evening to you all. Comrades, I also want to say good evening to my workers from Southwest St. Anne who joined me here today. Comrades, you know, before you guys got Comrade Valwint, he represented in Southwest St. Anne. So it was no accident that I am here today and that my workers joined me to come and show him some support. Comrades, my name is Danishka Williams, and I will continue to say my name until everyone knows it. I am the bold young lady in Southwest St. Anne who pinned down a 2-term member of parliament. He can't move over there.
My father Banya.
Mr. DJ, I give you a song and you don't find my song, but since you say my father Banya, I want to big up my uncle around the corner there called my uncle Banya. So big up Comrade Skeng Black around here. Comrades, I'm going to talk to you about Southwest St. Anne a little bit. In 2020, we had an MP who was looking for his second term, and he ran around the constituency and he promised them Alexandria Estate. That was a housing scheme that should have given the people 125 units, 1 and 2 bedroom units. We are now in 2025 and not one has been built. Them don't start dig the foundation as yet. I don't even know if them get approval to build as yet. The post was made on his social media, the August, the election was in the September. So I want you guys to open your eyes and look out for those election promises, because them coming with promises. I hear them say voucher giving out. It's not just voucher, them promising everything them can promise, because they know they did not do the work to deserve a third term. And I know that my comrades are wide awake and that you will be telling everybody you know to look out for the promises, because them can't trick we. We are not giving them the third term because they don't deserve it. Time has come for a Mark Golden-led administration that will ensure that everyone is safe and protected in this country. We want to protect the farmers, fertilizer giveaway. I know we're in an agriculture bed here. Anybody get the fertilizer? We can't find the fertilizer. My farmers in Southwest didn't get it either. We need an administration who is going to protect our people. I see a video circulating last week and I could have barely watched the video, comrades. I know on a seat with a man who is allegedly a close friend of the Prime Minister, stomping on a nurse's head. I know on a seat. I could have barely watched the video. Time come for an administration who is going to be serious about protecting our women and children.
My father Banya.
Comrades, I'm a marketer by profession, so I take great pride in when I design my work, I get it printed, and I put it up. In Southwest Centre, and I know you've seen it on social media, them tear down the other side, them tear down some of my billboards. And I'm going to talk about it till them tired. Because no matter how much they tear down those boards, them can't stop the people them from love me. And them can't tear down the vote. That's right, comrade. Them can't stop the people them from loving me. And they can't stop the changes that are to come, the changes that Southwest Centre deserves. And I know it is the same changes that will be delivered in Northeast Manchester when you elect Comrade Val Wint as your next Member of Parliament. Comrades, I see them running around saying them loading up this and loading up that. One day I see the Prime Minister post on social media that him campaigning and him meeting family. The next day I see him say I'm not campaigning as yet. They're telling us lies, comrades, but I want you to know that is no time for play politics. We are about seriously making changes to everyone's lives, comrades. The things that they are doing right now, we will have so much to undo. We will have to reverse some of the things that they did to ensure that our children and their children can live quality lives. The next People's National Party will ensure that the first child in your family goes to university for free. Comrades, the time has come for change, and it is your duty to go out there and not just vote, but go for everybody you know who is at home, who said them a go bush before they vote. Go for them before them go bush. Carry them go vote, because we are counting on you, comrades, to bring it home for the people and for the children who can't vote yet. Comrades, we are counting on all of you here to go out and tell your friends. Tell all the... To go out there for the comrades. The comrades who never voted in 2020. The comrades who don't see in a long time. The comrades who are vexed with. Who go for each and Comrades, it's 6 days a week I walk. So if you give me a mic on the 7th day, I have so much to say. But I'm going to cut it short today. So if you're ready for Mark Golding as your next Prime Minister of Jamaica, let me hear on the set time come.
Mark Golding represents for the people. Time come.
Comrades King, that I know so you're proud of your daughter. Yes, man. Bless up, bless up, bless up. I hope I name all the persons who came in after the welcome was extended. Coming out of the Newport Division, Comrade Bryce is a 5-star general. Comrade Bryce is a 5-star general. Yes, man. I'm not saying anything. Come this evening to behave himself, you know, good behaving somebody, you know. Wonderful. And the mayor is here. Can't go on with nothing. Bless up, bless up. Comrades, Comrade Mario Mitchell, who should have started the program, just come. But guess what? They tell them, say, you know, Northeast no short and not Northeast Manchester. We have it locked. And they will tell us how we do the thing. So watch out now. You're going to take over a little from this. We want to welcome you and happy that you are here with us. We have our persons outside waiting to come in here. Say the crowd out there big so till. What will happen tomorrow when they hear what take place over here so this evening? Eh? What you say? Val win? On the road to win. Valentine win? On the road to win. Happy to be a part of the executive of North East Manchester Valentine campaign. Comrades, let me get a quick greeting from Comrade Kennedy. Comrade Kennedy, 1 minute. Comrade,
Comrades at the head table, of course, our this.
Comrades! Comrades! Comrades!
Valentine win the next MP for North East Manchester. Yeah, man, we are lad on the whole of Christiana. Bryce Manchester. Camera Massive, Spring Ground, Hello Culture. Let him make it run, it's bigger than them gun. If them this, them out of gates, dismiss. Find themselves up on the dead, soundless. Valentine, you have chemist now dead. How we a teacher with apprentice. Valentine winter been through Wills and Valley. And so my mouth of the Valentine winter tell them say the next MP for North East Manchester. Yeah, man, we are lad on the whole of Christiana. Bryce Manchester. Camera Massive, Spring Ground, Hello Culture. Let him make it run, it's bigger than them gun. If them this, them out of gates, dismiss. Find themselves up on the dead, soundless. Valentine, you have chemist now dead. How we a teacher with apprentice. Valentine winter been through Wills and Valley. And so my mouth of the old gangster alley. No fun shot when them skip and alley. When them think we dead back in the trouble in we rally. Valentine winter tell them say the next MP for North East Manchester. Yeah, man, we are lad on the whole of Christiana. Bryce Manchester. Camera Massive, Spring Ground, Hello Culture. Let him make it run, it's bigger than them gun. If them this, them out of gates, dismiss. Find themselves up on the dead, soundless. Valentine, you have chemist now dead. How we a teacher with apprentice. Valentine winter been through Wills and Valley. And so my mouth of the old gangster alley. No fun shot when them skip and alley. When them think we dead back in the trouble in we rally. We will them and pop it up. Idiots.
I shall Valentine win. In my next MP.
This is no ordinary divisional conference. This is no ordinary divisional conference. Big up Comrade Valentine Wint, Member of Parliament soon to be.
Valentine win. In my next MP. In North East Manchester. I want to be a labor rep boy. Tell them Come down, man. Come down. Valentine wind. I'm on the thing, I know, man. Shut up, say that.
Yes, comrade.
Come down. Liberate.
Yes,
come down. Valentine wind. Are you on the place now? People that is Manchester. Can liberate them, we run no better. Come down, man. Come down. A PMP time. A PMP time. Valentine wind time. A PMP time. A PMP time. I don't have any liberate.
For the comrade, General Secretary, Comrade Diet the Camel, our special presenter for the evening. Let us hear it for Comrade Dayton. Yes, comrades. Feel the vibes.
My father Banya, my father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya, Ayana Banya.
Ushering in the General Secretary of the People's National Party, Comrade Dayton Cab. All right, comrades. Don't know what is happening there. Comrade Kennedy, come. Comrades, please clear the walkway for me. Give me a little walkway, please. I know the excitement and I feel it with you. Good feeling. This is no ordinary divisional conference, eh? Then you can imagine when we bust the constituency conference. Now go Hanover if you put nobody there. Blessed. Let's hear it from Comrade Kennedy.
Comrades of the Christiana Division, are you ready? When me say PNP, me want hear victory. PNP! PNP! Boy, me don't think the temperature can turn up no more in other place. But comrades, wanna look good. I wanna look ready. When me say Valentine win, wanna say victory. Valentine win. Valentine win. More golden. PNP. Comrades, the word is love.
Yes, comrade. Yes, comrade.
My father Banya.
Yes, comrade.
My father Banya.
Yes, comrades. Blessings. Are so nice? We're ready. We're ready. Comrade Wint, Member of Parliament, soon to be. Welcome, my comrade. Welcome, my comrade. The time is now. The writing is on the wall. Bless the comrade.
My father Banya, my father Banya, my grandmother Banya. My father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my
our other comrade. And so I am now going to be inviting to the podium our own Senator Sophia Binns. Put your hands together for her. Comrade Jensek is here. Hold on the Comrade Sophia. Make me hear it for the general.
My father Banya, my father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya. I and I Banya, I and I Banya.
Northeast Manchester.
I need a Banya.
Yes, man. Yes, yes, we have the general. Comrade Divisional. Wait till he take the mic tonight. We are going to hear things. We are going to know if we're ready for Northeast Manchester. All right, in greeting. So, all right, Comrade Sophia, Senator Sophia Fraser-Binns, a young, bright senator, one who has served the People's National Party and has served it well. Happy to have you, comrade.
Comrade Chair, Comrade O'Neill, comrades on the head table, Comrade Val, Comrade Warriors, the People's National Party. The word is love. Comrades, about 2 months ago, the Jensek, let him come. The Jensek just said to me, you're going to Northeast. I was like, all right, no problem, it's Val, we're good. And I visited Northeast Manchester. When I visited Manchester, I went to Wollaston Division. And I said, no man, this can't real. Because a long time I don't see a councillor walk in a division and everybody feel good and I tell him thanks for the road and thanks for this and thanks for that. So Val took me over to Christiana Division. And of course he gave me the history. But when I reached in Christiana Division, I said, no, this can't be a fake. Because I have never seen anywhere where two consecutive divisions, the people were just happy. The people were grateful. And the people weren't cussing, They were saying thank you. I said, all right, that's how it go. But then I came here today. And when I saw the energy, I said, no, something all right. But then Comrade Valwin came in. And when this time we have some soulful music, when them play some of them songs in a church, you want to cry. When the Spirit People's National Party hit in here, when Comrade Val got in here today, I want to cry. Because comrades, I walked with him in the hills and the valleys of Southwest. And I walked with him in the hills and the valleys of Northeast. And on two important things tonight. One has to do with the environment. And I want to talk to you a little bit about it. Because cultural belt. And a lot of the things that are happening is because we haven't been taking care of the environment. We spoke earlier, Comrade Denishka spoke earlier about the fertilizer. But comrades, one of the things that is affecting us as a country is food insecurity. It means that we're not producing enough. It means that there's going to come a time when Jamaica cannot produce for itself. And the reason, or one of the reasons for that, is because of the changes in the environment. And so all of us have a duty
all of us have a duty to protect. And I'm so happy. Is the importance of this election. You know, comrades, my mother spent a lot of time teaching me about politics, and particularly about the PNP. And one of the things that I am very sure is that there is never, and perhaps will never be, an organization like the People's National Party. And this election is important. It is important because we have to ensure that the People's National Party becomes government. We are at a critical juncture, but it's not the first time. Because every time in the history of Jamaica, when the Jamaicans need a ray of hope, the People's National Party has been the organization to do it. So wait, if you want to take it back to independence, it was the People's National Party under Comrade Norman Manley that led that charge to self-governance. Then we come now to the 70s, and it was the People's National Party under Comrade Joshua Michael Manley that ensured that the raft of social measures were taken care of. So whether it was equal pay for women, whether it was minimum wage, whether it was no bastard there, the People's National Party was the party that ensured that the social measures that were needed for Jamaica was taking place. And then we come to the critical juncture of the 90s. The time of great expansion, coming up National Monetary Fund, the IMF. Comrade PJ Patterson knew that we have to expand the road network, our physical infrastructure, in order for us to expand as a country. So under Comrade PJ Patterson, during those 18 years, and yes, let us say it, 18 years that we must 18 years that we must be proud of. And the mic, during the
I told them just tell themselves stop serving liquor yourself.
comrades.
That's one. That's 1, 2, 3. Test.
Boy, they look at the man now work with me, so I can't sing it, but I go and sing. Oh, my comrades, see the signal waving in the sky.
Why people experience some difficulties? We don't know what going on with the internet here, man.
Victory! Hold the fort for our men. PNP and NW. Thank you, comrades. So, comrades, I hope the mic works me now. So I was saying to you, comrades, that every critical juncture in our history, the People's National Party has been the organization to rescue Jamaica. And I reached the 1990s. And during those 18 houses, we ensure that Jamaicans who have you know, when the other side went to the IMF, took the IMF money, eat it up, and don't implement not even one change. When the PNP came to power in 2013, they didn't want to give the PNP agreement. They said, no, the government of Jamaica not getting any help. But Comrade Portia Simpson-Miller, because of who she is, she went to the IMF with Comrade PD Phillips, and we got an agreement. And we put the Jamaican economy on a path to growth. So let them say they want to say, but Comrades, you have to know that the success in the economy is because of the hard work of the People's National Party, particularly Peter David Phillips and Portia Simpson-Miller. And then, comrades, we are at a point in 2025 where we have to make that decision. It is a moment of change. And more than any other time in the history of Jamaica, we have to take this election seriously. We have to take it because this election is an election that is going to determine the future of Jamaica, the election that will determine your future, my future, and our children's future. This is an election that will tell us whether or not corruption is going to become a mainstay in Jamaica. This is an election that is going to tell you whether an uncertified man can sit at the helm of leadership in the country. This election is going to tell us whether or not they're serious about dealing with the violence against our women and children. And comrades, this election
when you check it out, the employment situation in Eastern St. Thomas among our women needs to be looked at. Comrades, when it comes to farm or card, you don't know say me a done for the yard there, so not true. And I know that my
people look like so we're back.
I want talk.
These are the original stream I'm gonna look for. We're back.
No, that when I call and beg him, and him say, yes, Rosie, I know that he's true to his words. I am not MP right now. And his members of parliament get farmer card. But over the 4 years that I have been caretaker for Eastern St. Thomas, I call all of them and beg 1122. And I can safely say that a lot of young people has got an opportunity to travel abroad, all because of the People's National Party. Comrades, when it comes on to the urban center, People is saying PNP no want development. That urban center, and you hear it time and time, was not conceptualized by the people, by the Jamaica Labour Party. The People's National Party had a hand in it. The first building that was put up there was put up under Fenton Ferguson. And the People's National Party. How many of you remember the data Fenton Ferguson? And you heard investors talk about it, that they're not going to invest if that bridge was not brought to fruition. And it was done under the leadership of Fenton Ferguson, responsible for roads at National Works Agency. And there are many things to come. We can reel out the achievements in the 9 years, going to 10 years that this government has been in power. No maintenance has been done as it relates to the road. So all the roads that were done by Dr. Fenton Ferguson is now no more. So we have a lot of work to do, incoming Prime Minister. And I know that you're going to take care of Rosie, because you know that I am a hard worker. You know when I come to you and say, Prime Minister, I want this for Eastern St. Thomas, I am confident that it is going to be done. Comrades, when I'm talking, I talk a national issue. Very rare I touch national issues. I speak on local issues. But if it's one thing I want to say tonight, I am so disappointed with you, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Very disappointed. There are many things that I'm disappointed about. There, you came out and you made a clarion call to choose Jamaica. But yet, that call to choose Jamaica, we are being sabotaged at the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. We have been starved for funding. Just the other day, the Bambo River situation, the bridge has been broken down. The fire department made a damning report that if there was a fire in Bambo River, it would be a catastrophe. The fire truck cannot navigate the space because the bridge has been broken down. The gully is in the worst state ever. The last time that gully was clean was when Popcorn and Native of Bath went and cleaned that gully along with community members. And we appealed and we appealed. I appealed for the bridge, and I was told that no money was at the council. Yet, when the financial report was laid on the table and I perused it, the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation now is sitting on $53 million in a funding called Special Grant for Repair, SGR. And despite my pleading for that bridge, not a word. And I'm not blaming the mayor now, because as bad as things be, I must give credit where credit is due. When the superintendent spoke to the mayor, and I spoke with him, and the superintendent advised him that the special grant for repairs, emergency, when the superintendent spoke to the mayor, and I spoke with him, and the superintendent advised him that the special grant for repairs, emergency work can be done from that. He signed off on it. And when he signed off on it, comrade leader, he got a call from his bosses. Because poor thing, you have to listen to them. You know. That's why they have him there. And what he had to do, he had to send the estimates to the Ministry of Local Government, which is the minister control the SGR. The mayor don't have no teeth to spend the SGR. And I know that's a delay tactic. Comrade leader and comrades, what I had to do, I had to go to a hardware when I hear the cry of people and credit $750,000 worth of material because the people are so desperate. They said they will do the work. There's an engineer living in Bamba River. He has nowhere else to go. And he said he will come together with the community and do the work. All we had to do is to provide the material. And that work started on Labor Day. I want you to go there. You will be amazed to see the quality work. It's not done yet. And the day after Labor Day, a post was put on TikTok by the Member of Parliament to say, Bamba River Labor Day project was funded totally by the Member of Parliament. And bridge is now completed, courtesy of the Member of Parliament. Well, comrade leader, is not the estimate, is for the material. And I'm asking you kindly, I am appealing to you, because you used to be a councillor, sir. I am appealing to you to make true on that promise to send the funding to the municipal corporation so that the hardware can be paid and the bridge can be completed for the benefit of all. You have PNP living down there, you have JLP live down there. I know that you guys weren't pleased about the result in Bamba River in the by-election. You tried very hard. But remember, have a heart. Have a heart for the people of Bamba River because they are taxpayers too. They go to the supermarket and they buy things and they pay GCT. So have a heart. Comrade leader, one thing I want to promise you, my team and I, we are going to deliver. It's not Rose alone. Rose have a army. Army, I want you to say, we are the army. We are the Eastern St. Thomas Army. And we are going to propel Mark Jefferson Golden to lead this country, Jamaica land we love.
Well, if you want a MP who cares about the constituency, well then, let me introduce you to ROSE. Well, if you want a member of parliament, put in the work and not pretend. My friend then Rose Shaw, me telling you to vote for.
Comrades, the trumpet has sounded. One Mark Jefferson Golden and one Rose. And at this time, comrades, I want to bring to you our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golden, a born Jamaican, a true Jamaican. His father did a lot for Jamaica in the 1950s, coming up. Let us welcome, give our party leader a big rousing round of applause.
Well, from the mirror, the voice
give him a fat welcome. Give let's welcome Mark Jefferson Golden, the people of Eastern Central.
Yo, Mark Golden!
Yeah, man.
Mark Golden, you hot this year, and what them a go do if you hold you?
One more PG, you deaf?
You win this year, not even for bro, God can't hold you, him can't hold you. Mark Golden hot this year, and what them a go do if you hold you? Framing, you come to win this year, not even bro, God can't hold you, him can't hold you. Mark Golden, you hot, me say you come as if you win. One heap of them try if it is and get damage, tell them fi just back. Mark Golden, you come as if you win.
Pull up that. Pull it up, selector. Comrade Chairman of this divisional conference, Comrade Fenton Ferguson, 6-star general, my friend, a mentor, somebody for whom I have the deepest respect. Comrade Rosemary Shaw, one rose. And may I tell you, Rose, in the last by-election, me see the work where you put in. I put in some too with you. And the Labourite them try hard and do all kind of things, don't? But them couldn't cross it. PMP stand up and we win Morant Bay Division. Comrade Rose became the councillor. Well positioned for what is to come. Comrade Lodds, enough respect, my brother. Enough respect. And may God bless you and keep you and help you get through what you go through now. Yeah, man, because you have more in you to come. Respect. All of the other councillors and members of the executive who are here on the platform, all of the workers and warriors and the wonderful people of Bath, it is a great pleasure to be here, an honor for me to be here again. Let me tell you, Eastern St. Thomas is a critical constituency because for us to get where we need to be, we have to deliver Eastern St. Thomas. And I have full confidence in Rosemary Shaw, backed up by Dr. Fenton Ferguson, the 6-star general, and all of his army and her army, the Rose Shaw army, here in Eastern St. Thomas, that we will deliver the victory when that time comes. And comrades, it could be soon, we don't know. But the energy amongst the PNP in the country is strong right now. We are committed, we are determined. We have a vision and a mission, and we are going to cross it because it's time come for a better Jamaica. Comrades, the Member of Parliament in Eastern St. Thomas, I don't even want to say nothing about her. She is somebody who deserves to be badly beaten in the next election. Badly. She has no class. I asked Dr. Fenton Ferguson to represent me at the so-called opening of that center. And I chose him because of the fact that he has served so long as a leader of the constituency, winning it 6 times. And somebody who has been a minister of government, who was my cabinet colleague, and I thought somebody who had the stature to represent at that occasion. And when I see how she disrespected him, totally out of order, totally uncalled for, unbecoming of somebody who calls herself a member of parliament, an absolute disgrace.
Embarrassing.
Anyway, all she has done is stir up the hornet's nest. And she go and get the sting of her life when election day come. So Comrade Rose, you and I work well together. And then, you know, anytime you ask, I always try and deliver. Because I like to support people who are putting in an effort and who I know are with the people, working with the people and putting in 100% of their capacity in the interest of the people. And Rose Shaw
is doing that. So she will continue to have my full support. And comrades, I've heard about the gully. I've heard about the breakaway. I've heard about the community without water. So, enough of them, I hear that now. Yeah, to multiply. But when the time comes and we are in government, and Eastern St. Thomas is in the winning Colonial People's National Party again, you know, we will have to look out for those who looked out for us. And I will be working hard with Rose to make it happen. Comrades, we are at a time in this country when the people of Jamaica are anxious to see a change, a new Jamaica, a government in which the people can have trust and confidence. They are tired of all the scandals under this government. They are tired of situations where the government of Morocco, the Kingdom of Morocco, gives fertilizer for the farmers of Jamaica who need help after the hurricane, and the cronies of this government take the fertilizer and are selling it to the farmers who are in distress. It's a disgrace. The people of Jamaica are looking on when they see the NWC refusing to attend and share test results for water testing at the KSAMC. And we even hear about Duns River and the minister responsible for water, instead of telling them to cut the nonsense and share the information in the interest of the people. Because you can't sweep things like water quality under the carpet. If there's an issue, it must be addressed transparently so people know what is going on. And the minister didn't adopt that posture. That is the type of governance this government is offering. And what about the drill? What about the medical drill? A drill which on the market costs 1/10 of what the government bought the drill from this company. A company where the majority shareholders are JLP MP. And he claims he's holding the shares in trust, but for who? The thing mix up. It don't smell right. There's something rotten in the state of Jamaica. And I'm calling the Auditor General and the Integrity Commission to look at it and scrutinize it very carefully. Because the people of Jamaica are suffering in the healthcare system. There are so many pieces of equipment that need repair or to be replaced. And if you're buying equipment at very inflated prices, those resources are being misused, misappropriated, when they should be available to fix the things that are needing to be fixed in the hospitals and in the health centers. So many people can't have their elective surgeries done. Operating theater closed. AC not working. Elevator not working. CAT scan not available.
Embarrassing.
Bustamante Children's Hospital, no CAT scan. May I tell you, time come, comrades. Time come. The people need change. That is why I have committed to putting ethics at the center of governance again. Upstanding government in the interest of the people. Government in which the people can have trust and confidence. We want to start a movement when we form government. We want it to be led by well-thinking Jamaicans. The churches, thank you. The churches, civil society organizations, academia, to try and bring back love into the society. Bring back decency. Bring back caring. Bring back the values and attitudes that Jamaica used to be known for, but now, under this government, where the head of the stream is so rotten, we have lost our way, and we have to restore it. And comrades, I will support the Integrity Commission as an institution. I was the architect of it. It was under my watch as Minister of Government under Portia Sinsemilla, where we designed the Integrity Commission to bring together the different anti-corruption bodies in the country into one and give them prosecutorial powers and the ability to receive and share information with other agencies of government where they hadn't had that ability before. And this government is trying its best to undermine the Integrity Commission. Even the Prime Minister, who is under investigation for illicit enrichment, And that matter has had to be referred by the Integrity Commission to the Financial Investigations Division that investigates financial crimes in the country, and Tax Administration Jamaica, responsible for tax collection in the country. Even the Prime Minister is trying to bring litigation in court to take away the legal basis upon which the Integrity Commission is founded, and to eliminate the very offense for which he is being investigated, illicit enrichment, a serious corruption offense. This is not something that Jamaica can stand for. The Jamaican people have to stand up and put an end to this. We cannot have a government where the head of the stream has this cloud hanging over it.
Embarrassing.
For us, people are watching at home and abroad. The Jamaican people must stand up for what is right. In the same way that we had to stand up against the states of emergency which were being abused by this government. They were using the states of emergency like a policing tool. When the states of emergency are in the Constitution for extreme situations where the very existence of the democratic order of the country is under threat. That is why prior to this government coming into power, it had only been very sparingly used, twice or three times since independence. And under this government, they used it over 20 times in a few years. And it wasn't working, because as they pressure one area with a state of emergency, the bad man them run gone to the wrongdoers, the serious violence producers in the country, and try and get crime down through holding them accountable. And why we fully support body-worn cameras, because we know that there needs to be the protection of the citizen and the police when they're going on these dangerous missions. We support the policing which focuses on crime in that way, and we're seeing the results now. And that's why I commend the Commissioner of Police and the police generally for the excellent work being done in that regard. If it wasn't for the People's National Party, they'd have been continuing with the failing policy of the state of emergency. And the Court of Jamaica, the Constitutional Court, has ruled in our favor and said that all of those states of emergency that they imposed are null and void and unconstitutional. And I say, thank God for the People's National Party to stand up and defend the rights of the Jamaican people, our fundamental rights and freedoms. Comrades, we are going to enter government with some important policies to try and address some of the critical issues facing the country. We know, for example, in the education system, that we have a situation in which over 30%, over 3 out of 10 of our primary school students leaving primary school and entering secondary school cannot read and write, cannot do basic arithmetic. We can't build a nation like that. When they enter secondary school without the basics, they're at a huge disadvantage. Many of them end up leaving school without any subjects, and their prospects are not what they should be. And it's not that they're not bright and capable, but they never got the necessary inputs and support from early in life coming right through. And now, I am saying, time come to focus on fixing that problem. Focusing on early childhood development and primary school education. Dealing with the issue of non-attendance of school, absenteeism from school. We have high levels of absenteeism from school. Why is that? Because parents are struggling. They can't afford lunch money, or they can't afford the high transportation costs to send children to school and bring them home. That is why the People's National Party under my government is committed to ensuring that all needy students get at least one hot, nutritious meal a day at school, whether it be primary school or secondary school. The People's National Party will ensure that when they go to school, they won't be hungry. And that is why we are going to introduce the RIDE program, a subsidy for those rural families who need help with the transportation costs. And we've matched it out and we figured out how we can afford it. And we're going to start with 20,000 families across Jamaica, and we intend to increase it over time so that we have until there's a proper rural bus service in place to deal with the matter. Comrades, I have a note here about Nawain Daly, that we must protect him. There's a threat on his life because he's working hard for the People's National Party in the Morant Bay Division. So we are appealing for his protection, and also for us comrades to surround him and keep him close in our hearts, Nawain Daly. Let them not harm a hair on that young man. No victimization. This is a free country. This is a democratic country. Buster and Daddy man, they never go on so. And we must deal with the politics in a decent way and let the people choose who they want. Comrades, we also have a very important policy initiative, a plan that we call the First in Family Plan. And the First in Family Plan is a plan that says, first of all, the reason for it is this. Many families, low-income families, find it difficult to pay the fees to go to university or college for a child in the family. And many of the children are afraid even of the Student Loan Bureau because they don't know if they're going to get a good job after they finish, and they don't want to be under pressure. So the first thing we're going to do with the First in Family is to say, if you come from a family where you are the first member of your family to attend university or college, and you qualify to enter that college or university, the government of Jamaica under the People's National Party will give you a full scholarship to attend university. Because we know that that child, when they get that break and get their degree, will help to uplift the rest of the family and take them out of this intergenerational poverty situation. And for the Student Loan Bureau, we are saying to the children, to the students, you don't have to fret, because under our People's National Party government, we will give you an amnesty if you've fallen into difficulties, so that you can bring your principal payments current without having to pay in the arrears, interest, and penalties. And going forward, we will cap your monthly payment for all borrowers from the Student Loan Bureau at a manageable percentage of your income, so that you don't have to fret about your ability to service a loan. And if you're go through a hard time and you're unemployed, we will suspend your payments during that period without penalties and tack those payments at the back end of your loan until you find your way back on your feet. Because we want children from low-income families, poor people, not to worry about investing in their education. This is why it is important to support our party in the next general election. Also, when it comes to housing, the government talk about a boom in housing. But the houses that they have been building are houses that are way out of reach for ordinary Jamaican people. Houses costing well over 20 million, 30 million and up. The National Housing Trust has lost its way. For the 9 years that they have been in office, going 10, every year they have taken $11.4 billion out of the National Housing Trust to help fund the national budget when they're talking about no new taxes. And comrades, we are going to put an end to that. We are going to restore the National Housing Trust to its true mission and purpose. It was established by Michael Joshua Manley to provide affordable housing for the people of Jamaica. And we intend to build 50,000 houses in our first 5 years in office across Jamaica. And we are going to take public lands that are not suitable for agriculture and ensure that the housing trust can build houses on them. And when we make those houses available for sale, we're not going to charge the people the value of the land. So they will get a better price for the land. And there'll be more affordable housing for them. And for youngsters up to 35 who struggle to find a deposit to pay down on the house for the first time buyers, we will establish a $1 billion fund, $1 billion per year within the housing trust, using the housing trust resources. And they will get a grant
of $500,000 to help them to purchase their house, as long as they're a contributor to the National Housing Trust, and I've been throwing the Housing Trust for at least 2 years. And we have an idea called rent to own. And rent to own is when you're employed but you don't have a pay slip because you're not formally employed. And you don't have a pay slip but you make your money still. And you want to qualify for a mortgage loan from the NHT, but you're not eligible because you can't prove your income because you don't have a pay slip. You might be hustling, you might be farming, you might be doing anything that is earning money. Even informally employed, but you don't have an official pay slip. And we will allow you to go into the house as a tenant. And as long as your payments are on time for 6 months or so, and you show your ability to pay, we will treat that as proof of income. And you can draw down on your mortgage loan and step up from being a tenant to becoming an owner of your house and get your own door key. And for the farmers of Jamaica, we have a new deal for you. We will be establishing the Agricultural Development Fund. And it is needed because right now, the farmers of this country struggle. They struggle to afford fertilizer. It is so expensive. They can't get access to loans to do their business as farmers. Storage facilities are inadequate. Farm roads are in poor condition. And we've seen what the Tourism Enhancement Fund has done for tourism. And tourism has become the #1 industry in the country. But food security is very important. Right now, the United Nations did a study that shows that 55% of Jamaicans, that's over half of us, are suffering from moderate to severe food insecurity. 55%. What does that mean, food insecurity? It means you're not eating enough food, or the food you're eating is not nutritious, so you're getting sick from various diseases. Malnutrition, hypertension, diabetes, all of those things. So we have to step up the agriculture. Jamaica is blessed with some of the best crops, best produce, best ginger, best yam, green banana, ginger, and good ganja too. That I decriminalize under Portia similar, so you can't be arrested for having a spliff or a chalice or a little jar of weed. And you don't get no criminal record for those things. Well, we want to ensure that the small farmers get to participate in the legal industry so them can make money and police can harass them over it. So agriculture is a critical thing, and the Agricultural Development Fund, we're going to take a little piece of the existing import duties and stamp duties on imported foods, because Jamaica is importing far more food now than when we're in government. We used to produce it here, now it's being imported. Nearly double the imports from when we were there. We're going to take some of a little small piece of that and put it in the Agricultural Development Fund so that it can support the small farmers, support them with farm roads, support them with loans through the PC banks, support them with storage facilities, and also help them with the fertilizer and other inputs so that they can produce and we can stop having to import so much of the food and we can become more food secure instead of food insecure. Because my command, they tell we have to eat what we grow and grow what we eat. Yeah, man. So, comrades, these are some of the plans that we have to take Jamaica to a better place. We have a good team. You have a leader that will ensure no toleration for hanky-panky. Because Jamaica is fed up with a government where the head of the stream is rotten. And because what comes from the head of the stream, downstream is rotten also. Huh? Oh, I be. Yeah, man, I'm not stigma, man. Yeah, man. So, comrades, I say all of these things to say to you tonight. For us to get to deliver these programs for the people of Jamaica, for the school children, for the farmers, to implement better healthcare system, focusing on screening so we don't have so many people getting cancer, not knowing that they have it until it's too late to do anything about it. Being diabetic and they don't know. Being hypertensive and they don't know. Managing those things early by screening to reduce the cost to them and to the health system of treating them, because when you get the things done early, it's a much easier way to treat them. And ensuring that there's proper maintenance of our hospital equipment. And ensuring that each parish has an urgent care center so that if you're in an accident, you can have your life saved there. And when you're stabilized, you can be moved afterwards to a full hospital. These are things that the people of Jamaica need. And they need a PNP government to deliver these things for the people. And for that to happen, what has to happen? For that to happen, what has to happen in Eastern St. Thomas? What has to happen in relation to that lady right there, so that comrade, One Rose? We have to deliver Rose Shaw so we can deliver Marky G and we can deliver a better Jamaica. Are you ready for it, comrades? Are you ready for the journey? Are you ready for the victory? Power to the people, I say. Power to the people. God bless you, comrades.
Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey, Marky G with them notes and none of them not likely. See them all hype up, but that's it.
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Why Bolo? Some are going to charge the corruption.
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Wonderful, wonderful presentation, wasn't it? Did you hear anything that you want to hear? All right. For those who are farmers, you hear that things are coming for you to benefit from, and other persons. Water. One Rose are going to win. Come on, let me hear you, One Rose. All right, all right. Clap your hands one more time for all the presentations, for our councillors, for our councillors and our MP in waiting and our Prime Minister in waiting. We are in a good position, so we are on our way to Garden House. Are you ready to go up Garden House? All right. Please stand with me at this time. All right, after 3 we are going to sing the trumpet. One verse of a trumpet. 1, 2, 3. The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all. Awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth I pledge to be. Loyal, faithful, true to thee. Power! All right, thank you for joining us.
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Why Bolo? Some are going to charge the corruption.
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Our people
people, so as we tell some data did low, so let's try and work with it. One Mr. Win. One Mr. Win. The data will yeah, the recording, so we post that later. We'll take a break and them have a little mic issue, so when them resume back, I'll go back inside, alright? So this is on the outside. Easy shot, man. Big up yourself, sir. Oh, the first same one.
PFP time, come and play on the camera.
Talk to
Time coming up. Time come.
To real PMP
Time
is a
come.
PMP mama, PMP poopa.
I'm going to tell them
And
about
you
the
want
father
that-
and grieving and grave. Really, we are doing church. Time come.
And you is not
Time
nothing.
come. A win time.
Time
A
come,
winter win
power.
time and on in time. PMP is for life.
One dance get
One market here.
Yeah.
One love, power, all the way, power. We are taking.
Yeah, Mark
How
Golden.
you see that one? How you see that one?
One Mark Golden.
How do you see that one?
Well, the sale kind of slow in the night, but one PNP we say.
Look as much, no?
Yeah, one PNP. Kingston 12, big up yourself.
Talk to them. So
Big
you
up
are
yourself.
from Kingston?
Kingston 12 and 11.
Okay, that is it.
Yeah, big up yourself, Angela Burke. Big up yourself, Mark Golden. One PNP we say. Big up yourself, Donovan Jackson, my councillor. Big up yourself.
Donovan Jackson.
Mark Kylie. Big up yourself, Donovan.
Okay.
Yo, give it a crew here. Me Foddy and the crew.
Alright.
One PNP. One PNP. See the fist them here. One PNP.
Hold it.
Right up. Straight PNP. Right up. Straight up.
Alright. People up on the outskirts that go and do some little thing like that.
I know, sir.
See
them. I hear them.
Hold it.
We good man, big up, sheer power, time come.
Okay. The gun boss. Yo, TikTok boss.
Up and running. PNP coming.
Tell them again. Talk to them.
Up and running. PNP coming.
So the man from which constituency you from?
Michael Manley, man. We not leaving my inch.
Okay.
Up and running. One PNP.
Alright.
One ball win to one O'Neill, not two.
Okay.
Yeah, them come say over them.
Share the live, people. Share the live.
Every time. I'm running.
I think them Starbucks in my block inside.
Pick up yourself.
Alright. Go back How are you?
People may have some internet problem, you know, big up on yourself. You know, me have to end the live, I do, man. End the live.
Alright, I think there is your back.
Yeah, man, end the live, the word is love, here. You come on.